The border crisis in Texas showed how tens of thousands of Haitians are risking their lives to try and make it to the U.S. Most are traveling from South America through Central America and Mexico. Our own Cody Weddle reports from Colombia tonight on this desperate journey.
This recent wave of Haitian migration towards the United States has sparked a bottleneck of sorts in this coastal Colombian town. At times, up to 20,000 migrants waiting here to continue their trek north.
They've packed onto the beaches in tents. Women stroll nearby, shouting in Creole, selling traditional Haitian pastries. Necoclí, Colombia's closest town to the Panamanian border that's accessible by road, now overrun by tens of thousands of mostly Haitian migrants. Many, like this group, prefer not to give their names out of fear it could jeopardize their immigration status when they arrive in the U.S. This man speaks in Spanish. He's been living in Chile since 2016, stuck in this town now for nearly a month. He says he heard from friends about the possibility of going to the U.S. I was very uncomfortable living in Chile, he says.
Eu pago $7 por dia. Eu estou com minha esposa.
Another man who had been living in Brazil explains in Portuguese, I'm paying $14 per day to stay in a home with my wife, $380 a month. I came here to get a ticket to go now, not stay in this town.
Si Panamá no cerrara fronteras,
The problem, as the local mayor Jorge Tobón explains, is that Panama has limited the number of migrants who can enter each day to 500. Up to 1,000 arrive in this town each day. And while the Colombian government calculates up to 90% of the over 80,000 who have passed through this town this year are Haitian, others, like Edward Cabrera, come from Venezuela. Others are Cuban. He's now risking it all for the American dream. I want a better future for my 3 children, he says.
Colombian authorities say they believe the number of migrants arriving here is starting to decline, perhaps due to those recent deportations of some Haitians in the U.S., although they're still not ruling out the possibility of another surge. We're reporting this from Necoclí, Colombia. I'm Cody Weddle for Local 10 News.